the Chi-Town experience on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the like.
Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears strike again as they land a deal with a two-time Super Bowl winning coach as his new running backs coach. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, we have some breaking news out of Chicago, and this is according to Jonathan Jones, was the first one to report. The Bears are hiring former Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy as their new running backs coach. First and foremost, this came out of absolutely nowhere. Ben Johnson continues to fill out his star-studded staff with wealth of experience, guys that have been there and done that. Eric Bieniemy makes his return to the National Football League after years and years and years of people thinking that he deserved a head coaching opportunity when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. He is now returning to the National Football League as the Chicago Bears new running backs coach. Once again, when you look at Eric Bieniemy, he has a wealth of experience. He's a two-time Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's going to bring so much coaching experience to Ben Johnson's new staff here in Chicago. First and foremost, Bears fans, I am absolutely shocked that Ben Johnson was able to get a guy like Eric Bieniemy. I understand that he wasn't coaching at the moment, but it surprises me that he was able to get Eric Bieniemy to come to Chicago and be his new running backs coach. When you look at Eric Bieniemy and his coaching experience, he brings a lot of experience to the Chicago Bears under Ben Johnson's staff. He started off as a running back coach in Colorado from 2001 to 2002, then went to UCLA from 2003 to 2004 as a running backs coach. Then in 2005 with UCLA, he was a running backs coach and recruiting coordinator. Then he had his first stint in the National Football League with the Minnesota Vikings from 2006 to 2009 as a running backs coach. Then with the Minnesota Vikings in 2010, he was an assistant head coach and running backs coach. Then went back to the college level and coached for Colorado from 2011 to 2012, where he got his first offensive coordinator job. And then he went back to the NFL level with the Kansas City Chiefs from 2013 to 2017 as the running backs coach. And then with the Kansas City Chiefs from 2018 to 2022 as the offensive coordinator. That's where he won 2 Super Bowl championships with the Kansas City Chiefs. Then he went to the Washington Commanders in 2023 as assistant head coach and offensive coordinator. Then he coached at UCLA in 2024 as an assistant head coach and offensive coordinator. Everyone knows that situation definitely didn't turn out good. They said they mutually parted ways. He basically got fired at UCLA as the offensive coordinator. But once again, when you're looking at a guy like Eric Bieniemy, it was a guy that seemed like he was pretty successful, and I know sometimes people take that with a grain of salt because whoever is actually the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, you have to realize that Andy Reid is really the one calling the plays. But when you look at his background, not only at the college level, but the NFL level as well, this guy is going to be a very, very valuable asset to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson made it very clear from the get-go when he accepted to be the new head coach of the Chicago Bears is that he wanted to surround himself with wealth of experience, guys that have been there before, guys that know how to develop players and just really give him an opportunity and guide him in his journey as a new head coach here in Chicago. So once again, Eric Bieniemy comes here to Chicago and just adds a really valuable asset to the Chicago Bears. Even though he's the running backs coach, I think he can still offer his input to Ben Johnson on how he sees offense going with Caleb Williams. And I think Ben Johnson will listen. There's a lot of respect behind Eric Bieniemy's name. So once again, I am pretty shocked that the Chicago Bears were able to get this done. This came out of absolutely nowhere, but Eric Bieniemy is the new running backs coach here in Chicago. So Bears fans, before I let you guys go, tell me how you're feeling about this move down below in the comment section. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? I think it's huge that you're able to get an once offensive coordinator, a 2-time Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator coach for the Kansas City Chiefs to be your new running backs coach. I think it's another really good hire by Ben Johnson. But other than that, Bears fans, make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you guys share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek